Coming out with it, it's Moses. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rebels offense will take the first swing of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Pulls it in, it's Perez. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. So South Carolina's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Give to the running back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Gamecocks are on the move. They send the tight end in motion. They're going to run it. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down. Finding an escape route. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his...
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else?
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The give to the tailback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to the running game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. Let's see what they've got on second down. They go to the ground. Tough slap. As he picks up 1 to the 29.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll do it himself. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to put it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The screen, he's got wheels. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Third down play from the gun. Makes the grab. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Looking to throw again. Under fire. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Floyd. Quickly to the tight end. Knocked off his feet. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll send out the kicker here. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's no good. Guys, that field goal couldn't loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Gamecocks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Always got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They're going to ride this running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Give to the back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Picks up the first down, still moving. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. First down here for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Rojas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to fire. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about.
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Look out, he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Defense might bring the house here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Takes the easy one to the back.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You're set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Williams-Brice.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Lacey. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. QB draw. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down to 40. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Just needs a crack to get a return. Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. He'll keep it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Hold and fire complete.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here and this drive takes on a different complexion. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
They punted away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone.
The returner is tackled down at the 15, and the Ole Miss offense will take over.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Gets it out quickly. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. The Rebels decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
There he goes. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Toss to the outside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Hands it off. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess Yes, if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. A shot toward the end zone. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off.
Obviously, this game... on the way they would have liked. But coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Here comes the offense on first down. On the ground, it's Hussein. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
To the air, it's Floyd. Got him downfield. Powers through. He's running free down the middle. The tag. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Right back to the well.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Got their quick completion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This
breaks into the open. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Takes the handoff. It's Hussein. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Rebels! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The option look. And the ball is free on the pitch. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Dropping back, it's Eaton. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Line is set on third down.